guys, so it's time for another family adventure. Today we're gonna go up to the chimney tops, so stay tuned for some fun.
Alright, well we made it to the trailhead. I'm sure you can hear the raging river behind us, but we're going to be doing the Chimney Tops Trail today. It's actually pretty cold outside, it's in the 30s, so we're all bundled up and warm, and I think we're going to hop on the trail. It should be a fairly easy hike except for it being cold. I've done it once before when it was snowing, so I know that it shouldn't be a problem for us to do it this time, and hopefully we'll get some great views. The fog cleared out. We were a little worried when we got here. We were driving in because the fog seemed pretty thick, but it seemed to level out pretty well, so we'll see how it goes. Well, we've been on the trail for maybe 30 minutes and we've not even went a quarter of a mile yet. We just stopped to take some awesome pictures, so I'll go ahead and show you guys those now. But we're about to head up this giant staircase and we'll just see what else it finds us. We finally found some more frost. We just got a little bit distracted by the water, but now we're gonna head up to the peak. Still not made it very far yet, but we're working on it.
So we stopped again, but let's see here. See if you can see that. There's water. And Justin's taking a picture. This is a Justin in his natural habitat. In nature with the camera.
Okay, so I think Justin left his lens cap down at the very first stop that we did with the first bridge and the water and everything. So he's gone AWOL. I don't know where he is. He ran off, said he was gonna be back. We'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm bundled up and all toasty and I'm just killing time right now because he's gone. But real quick, tip for all of the ladies that are trying to go out and hike, especially us apostolic women, it's hard to find bottoms that are going to be warm enough to go out in the cold, and I'm testing out a lot of different things while we're preparing for our upcoming Colorado trip. Right now I've got on nice thick socks with my hiking shoes. I've got fleece lined leggings on and my outdoor skirt. I'll have to figure out which brand this one is, but the leggings are great, but the skirt's not quite as thick as I need it to, so I'm still a little cold. But between my upper layers, I have a t-shirt, a short sleeve t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, a zip up sweater, and my 3-in-1 Columbia jacket. and then my hat and a scarf. So I'm pretty good up here. It's just, there's a lot of lower, like bottoms that are lacking for women for the cold, unless it's just pants, and I don't wear pants, so that doesn't work for me. So if you know of anything out there, thicker leggings or better outdoor skirts for the wintertime, please leave us a comment letting us know what it is, because I need them. I don't want to freeze in Colorado. But otherwise, I'll keep you updated on what I find. So yeah.
Alright, so I didn't forget my lens cap. I'm just crazy. I kept seeing lights up in the parking area from a car, and I was like, they should really have caught up to us by now because we've been going so slow. And I don't even know if there was a car up there, but all of a sudden it clicked in my brain that I'd turned the headlights on to go through the tunnel, and maybe I didn't turn them back to auto before we parked. So I went ahead and booked it back up the trail and came back. That way we didn't have to worry about a battery, you don't even have to think about it the rest of this hike. Turns out though, you can hike this way a lot faster if you don't stop and take pictures every 5 seconds. So now we've been out here for almost an hour, and hopefully we're gonna actually start getting some real hiking done. But there's a really cool tree that's fell over here, and it's got the dirt sticking way high up in the air. I thought that was pretty neat. It's taller than I am if you go off the ditch there into it. But yeah, so we're gonna head up the rest of the trail and go hiking. We'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. We've been out here for 2 hours. We still not made it to the top. We've got a little less than a mile, probably like 0.75, because we just passed the Appalachian Trail sign just a little while ago. We just can't help but take more pictures, so I'm sure you guys have seen those or will be seeing those in just a second, but I promise we're gonna make it. I will say that if you tire yourself out by running all the way back to your vehicle and then all the way back up the trail, the best way to recoup is to stop and just take a whole bunch of pictures, and then you won't feel like garbage anymore and you'll be able to finish hiking. But we're gonna continue on. Bree picked this hike and she didn't know that it was all ups, so if you're looking at going to the Chimney Tops, it's pretty much all up the entire way in and all down the way back.
Correction. I did understand that it was all uphill because the title of the trail is Chimney Tops. So I was aware that I was going to go up the mountain. It's all good. He's lying to you.
I wouldn't call it a lie, but I wouldn't say that she knew for 100% that this trail was going to be all uphill. But it's not like we can't do it, and this is a great way to prepare us for Colorado, because we'll be heading that way pretty soon, and all of the trails that we encounter are probably going to be uphill, and it's going to be really cold, so at least we're going to be ready for that. Alright guys, so we made it to the top. They've kind of changed this trail a little bit. It's something we figured out right when we got on the trail. I didn't know this before, but as you can see behind me, there's a fence and a door now where the trail is.
Where's the critter? That was a leaf.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
Is it a squirrel again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, there was a squirrel that distracted us completely. Anyways, we didn't know about the closure of going up to the actual chimney tops until we got here this morning. We saw the sign. It's a little sad. We had a fire not too long ago that was started right up here off this trail and kind of went through and destroyed a lot of homes and businesses in the Smokies, and it still caused them to not be able to reopen this trail due to downed trees and some other damage up there that could probably cause you to get hurt if you go up there. So it's also just a good reminder to not
Start
a
forest
fire
fires.
in the forest. Yeah. Alright, so we made it back to the truck. As you can see, the hike wasn't too bad, but we'll fill you guys in on that in a minute. It's actually super busy out here. There's cars parked all over the road, and we're going to go ahead and back out and head back into town and give somebody else this parking spot so they don't have to extend their hike too much, and we'll let you guys know how the hike was when we get there. Alright, so we finally made it down from the mountain. Traffic's crazy, so if you're ever thinking about coming out here, definitely take that into consideration. We don't come up to Sevierville a whole lot, and honestly, it's not as nice as I think sometimes people hype it up to be. But we still had a great time on our hike. It was kind of hard, but it wasn't too bad. I will say that if you're going up there, you're going to want to wear the proper clothing. Like I saw some people going up in tennis shoes, and this time of year, that is not what you're going to want to do. Due to how wet it was, there was so much mud. There's mud on the back of my pants, and there's mud on Bree. Like, not a good idea to wear that kind of stuff. But ultimately, it's not a bad walk. It's straight up the whole way, like we said before. Tons of staircases, and it's straight down though. So when you're coming back down, it's nice. The new overlook was really nice, and it was great to get to see. And we're not the best people to ask about time, by the way, because we spent like 4 hours on a 3.5 mile hike. Or maybe just a little bit more than that, but we still had a great time. Yeah.
So, since this is your second time having done that hike, what did you think?
Well, last time we did it was in the snow, but I was also in a lot better shape. So I had a lot harder of a time this time. My knees were kind of tired, and my legs were getting shaky on the bottom. But it's really not that bad. We did meet a lady that was 59 years old and said that she'd had 2 hip replacements last year. And she was doing it just fine, so I don't think, it's the hardest trail in the world. What'd you think?
Well, see, I've never really been in shape, so going up was pretty difficult. But coming down was a lot easier, though I always kind of fear for my death going down stuff. Weird phobias of mine, whatever. But it wasn't bad overall, just big tip for people who are like me and aren't super active and super in shape. Take your time. Take breaks. Take water. Don't rush yourself. You'll make yourself sick. I learned that the hard way a couple hikes ago.
Yep, so we've stopped at the Red Lobster, which is kind of an odd choice, but we haven't had it in a long time. So we're going to go in there real quick, eat, and then we've got a few more errands to run. So we'll probably catch up with you guys either at those stores or we'll show you our goodies when we get home. Anyways, I'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, so we made it back home. It's about 3:48 now, so we were out for since 6. So a long time. I'm pretty tired now. We're kind of wore out. We were out on the trail for a while. I hope you guys liked the pictures we saw in this, but we did tell you that we were going to go pick up some stuff and wanted to show you those goodies. So first thing is we got some spinners here to hopefully try to catch some trout on. We're supposed to go trout fishing Black Friday morning with somebody from church, but we still haven't nailed that down 100% yet. So we're gonna try those then, and then hopefully we can also give them another try while we're in Colorado. We would love to catch a fish on the fly while we're there, but if we can't, then this will just have to do, because as long as I can catch a fish, I'll be happy. I'd prefer it to be on the fly rod, but you can't always win some. You can't always win them all, I guess I'm trying to say. And then we also, for the same reason, got a new net, because the one I had before pretty much got destroyed when we were using it on the kayak with the crankbait. And this one's rubber, so hopefully it'll do better, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm sure you guys will be hearing about this and those lures again in another video. So that's about all we've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We kind of didn't probably film as much as we should because we're not in shape anymore, so we were kind of focused on making it to the top, and then by the time we made it to the top, we were so ready to be done that we just headed straight back down the mountain. But we all had a great time. I highly recommend going on the trail. It's sad that you can't make it to the chimney tops anymore, but it is still a great overlook once you get up there, so the walk really does pay for it. They opened it up real big, and I think they made it still a great attraction, and there's a lot of little waterfalls and things that you get to see along the way. But I highly recommend you guys go and check that out. Like I said, it was great in the wintertime, but super busy. Just as a heads up, it's always busy, but it was super busy still, even though it was cold outside. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please check out some more of our stuff. We'd really appreciate it. We've got the website, thefamleelife.com, and if you just subscribe to this channel and like this video and maybe even share it with a friend, it'd really help us out. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one.